Hey everybody, welcome to today's live stream, which is on the topic of giving and receiving. And it is a seasonal topic, but the part of it that I want to share about today is a little bit different. So so this is about giving and receiving. So I realized a while ago that I was burnt out. And when I checked in with my energy to see, well, what's the balance of my giving and receiving, and I hadn't thought of looking at this way that I'm about to describe before, but it occurred to me to think about it this way now. When I looked at my giving and receiving balance, what it looked like was that if my giving was 100%, then my receiving was like 2%. So it's like I was, that's something that's not sustainable. That's inevitably going to lead to burnout or needing to take, time out to recharge and recuperate. So it's something that's really not sustainable. And I think probably this is a topic that's been coming up for a lot of my clients and the people I've been working with recently around this, allowing ourselves to receive sort of in balance and in harmony with what we're giving. And what we're giving is not just physical and practical, it's also energetic. So a lot of us in this space who are, healers or coaches that are working at an energy level, or, just, the way that we're showing up energetically and are present energetically, we can be giving so much and we don't realize it. And hi everybody, welcome. I don't know if you want to say hello. I'm not sure who's here yet, so this seems to be a topic that's just really up at the moment for a lot of people, so I wanted to share about it today. And I wanted to share about how you can check in with yourself whether you are giving more than you're receiving, and how that feels, and also how we can just start to shift that, or how we can just start to realign that, so that you can receive more, because I've discovered that everything changes once you allow yourself to receive more. So anyway, let me, if you're watching in the replay or if you're watching live, just say hi, and you're very welcome. And just let me know, is this a topic that resonates for you? Do you feel or often feel a sense of being drained or depleted, or that you don't quite have enough time or energy or money or resources or opportunities? And if you do resonate with it, and then just feel interested and just see, how does that feel? Is that something that do you feel lit up by it? Probably not. Or do you feel sort of heavy around it? Just notice how you're feeling around your giving and receiving. And what you can do is, let's just check in to see. So if you want to feel into, if you're giving, so both what you're conscious of and what you're not conscious of. If you're, hey Patrick, same, burnt out. Okay, yeah. And so much of the giving is unconscious, is happening energetically. So if you want to feel into your giving and just have a sense of, your giving, just trust your intuition here, because it won't necessarily be logical. And just see, okay, well, if that your giving is 100%, what percent is your receiving? And just see what number pops into your mind. Or if you know how to use this way, or you can use kinesiology, you can check that way. And if you don't know, just a little aside, if you don't know how to use this way or kinesiology, I have a couple of little videos on my YouTube channel to show you how to do that. Another way is to go, okay, well, if my giving is this much or this much, hold your arms as wide as it is. If that's your giving, how much is your receiving? And to see where do your hands go then? So you kind of get that sense. And this is just trusting your hands to place wherever they need to place. Yeah. Okay, and just see. And you might find that they're similar. Maybe you're really good with your boundaries. Maybe you're really good with with this whole piece. But I know a lot of us aren't, or certainly at certain times we're not. Patrick, finding it hard to find a balance. Yeah. So if you want to feel that and have a sense, okay, well, how much, if my giving is 100%, how much is my receiving? and just feel into it. I don't know, do you want to say your percentage, or do you want to just keep it private and just go with whatever? I have a feeling I'm missing a... Oh, hang on, yes. I had a little thing on my screen. 60% giving, 40% receiving. Okay. Yeah, okay, so if you want to feel into that, and first of all, just feel, does that feel okay? Does that feel okay, or does that feel like it's not okay? And if you're ending up feeling burnt out and drained, it's probably not okay. And just have the intention that you want that to rebalance, so that your giving and receiving is in flow, is in balance, is in harmony. And it will always change, you know, the amount that we give and the amount we receive will always change, but what we want is to have an overall flow, an overall balance. Okay, and as you have the intention of allowing that to realign, just notice how you're feeling in your body. It looks to me like there is a sense of this isn't okay. So if you feel like it's just not okay, then notice that, because that sense of it, this isn't okay, your boundaries are starting to come in. Okay. And this is all about, you know, a lot of the time when we're not allowing ourselves to receive is because we feel like, well, maybe I don't matter, or the only way I feel of value is if I'm giving, or, you know, that I'm not worthy. You know, there are a lot of things that are there that are underneath this dynamic. And so naturally when we start saying, well, actually, hold on, this isn't right. So when I had that sense of, you know, I'm giving 100% and I'm receiving 2%, it was really like, oh, it was really eye-opening. It was just like, oh, this isn't okay. Because, you know, for a start, if I get burnt out, I can't keep giving anymore. And so, you know, even from that point of view, it needs to be more balanced. But also when there is that flow, then everything sort of lifts and expands. Suddenly we move into that space where so much more is possible. And hi everybody else who's been joining. If you want to say hi, then do. Yeah, so just notice, how do you feel? And also give yourself permission to feel into it, because if it's a habit, you know, that we've had for a while, maybe it feels wrong. It's like, or maybe it's selfish to want more for myself. Maybe it's selfish to want to receive as much as I'm giving. And if that's coming up, just notice. And it's not at all selfish, because the more we, you know, the more we take care of ourselves, the bigger the positive ripple that we have extending out around us, the bigger the difference that we can make. Hey Siobhan, welcome. Okay, so it feels like there's some pieces landing in around this. So do you want to feel into wherever or however you're feeling drained or depleted? Oh, hey Daphne, welcome. Good to have you here. Yeah. So if you want to, so Daphne, I don't know if you were there for the beginning, to have a sense of, you know, if your giving was 100%, what percentage you're receiving, and just to tune into and just see what you get for that. Okay. And there's some pieces coming in now around the patterns of the programs we might have around not allowing ourselves to receive. Ooh. Okay, so if you want to feel into your body, feel into your energy, just feel, you know, your feet on the ground, have a sense of yourself, and notice, does your body feel contracted or do you feel expanded? And if you feel it contracted, you know, how much, like, are you feeling really squished or a little bit squished? And notice how that is impeding your energy and your flow. So I think you can feel the boundary shifting, and it doesn't feel selfish. Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, so that looks like you're opening up more to yourself and allowing more of you to be here. Oh, yeah. Okay, and as you are being present with this piece that's shifting, notice the energy that's coming up through your legs, up into your body. Okay, and again, notice, is that energy feeling tight and constricted or contracted, or is it feeling expanded? Okay, and there's some support coming in now for allowing more expansion to come in. So it looks like there are It looks like there are beings and their energies showing up to allow in more of the bigger picture. And what's coming into my mind is that maybe it's actually selfish to not allow ourselves to receive. Maybe it's selfish to not allow ourselves have the energy or the money or the support or whatever it is we need, because when we are denying that to ourselves, we're also holding back from how we can contribute to the bigger picture. So I don't know how that feels. That looked like what was coming in. So it's another perspective on it. Okay, and if you notice the energy that's coming through your body, there's like an opening up coming here in your channel. Now it also looks like there's a conflict going, or conflicting. It's like, oh, is it okay? Is it not okay? Or maybe this is selfish. Oh, is really the other way selfish? So it's like there's a conflict going on inside. So if you're feeling that those conflicting emotions around, is it okay to receive? Is it okay to receive, in harmony and balance with what I'm giving? If you're feeling that conflict, it actually feels like a process, which is like a sequence of energy. It's like a series of essences together. So it's like an energy shift. So there's this energetic shift that's coming in. I can feel it a lot around the heart. So there's loads, it's like just these windows opening up and just this space opening up around self-love and self-valuing, around including ourselves. So notice, how does that feel? How is anybody experiencing this? Are you, can you feel things going on? Can you feel that energy is shifting? Hey, Lorraine, welcome. Can you feel that there is a shift in this dynamic within you around the giving and receiving? What it looks like is that we're all opening up to saying, I matter. You, Patrick, you can feel it. Brilliant. Yeah. And in fact, there is an essence coming in called I matter. This essence came in for me a little while ago. It was just called I matter. And yeah, I put it on to, wherever it felt like it was normally on my heart area, but it was coming in for a lot for me, and it feels like it was really related to this whole piece. So if you want to allow this essence to come in, so it's not one of the essences in the decks, this is another one coming in, and it's just called I matter. If you want to allow this to come in, and almost, just imagine it's coming in around the heart, the front and back of the heart. Okay. All right, so as that's coming in, just imagine, how would it be for you to have more energy, more money, more support, more freedom, more love? Just notice how, whatever it is you're feeling a lack of, notice and imagine how it is to allow yourself to have more. So you're just kind of exploring, feeling that. So Daphne, you felt a hugely powerful and strong feeling of lovely expansion. Nice. Yeah. Nice. And it feels like, Daphne, it feels there like a recognition of yourself and the difference you can make, like the powerful difference you can make in the world, and valuing that. So see how that feels, see if it resonates. Ooh. Okay. All right, so if you want to, if you want to just feel your weight in the chair again, feel your feet on the ground, have a sense of connection with the earth, and just tune in again to your giving and receiving. So if you want to again go, okay, well, if my giving, whether it's practical or unconscious, or if it's happening unconsciously and energetically, if my giving is 100%, how much is my receiving? And just see, has the number changed a little bit? Has the percentage increased? Or the size, depending on how you're measuring this. Patrick, it kind of feels so good that I feel to keep pushing for even more me space. Okay, so then maybe there's a part of you going, hey, I'm actually bigger than this. I'm even bigger than I thought I was. So if you want to feel into that bigger expansion of who you are. And yeah, kind of allow it to ground It's like as you're doing that, there's an unlocking, opening up, and it's like more of your channel can come in, there's more energy that can flow through you. And it's including you. So imagine it's flowing through you to include you. So it's for you and it's for everybody. If you imagine, you know, that, you know, each of us is a channel and expression for the universe. We all matter. And the fuller we can be within our channel, the better for everything and everybody. The Daphne. Oh, brilliant, Daphne. Glad. Glad, yeah. And Siobhan moved from 5% to 40% receiving. Yay! That was a nice jump. Yeah. So feel into the difference. So feel into how does it feel now that you've opened up to receive more. And notice how that might change how you show up in the world. Like what are your boundaries now? What are you kind of saying, I'm choosing this and I'm not choosing that? You know, just see if anything comes into your mind, and you don't need to take any action on it, it's just feeling into it. So I've actually cut out for a second, but we rewatch, no problem. Enjoy it when you come back to it. Oh yeah, okay, and yeah, and just really connect with your body. So this whole expansion can happen while we're still being fully present in our body, so we don't need to go off and out or so, and we can, you know, we can connect with this bigger expansion while still being fully present in our physical body. Now there is another side to this whole giving and receiving, which I'll mention as well, which may or may not be relevant. So just tune into it and see if it's right for you. So the first one was kind of like giving so much and allowing ourselves to receive only a little bit, and then having a shortage of energy, money, love, that sort of thing. Now the other side can also exist, like the polarity or the opposite can also exist within us. So it can happen that actually we're receiving a lot and we're only giving out a little bit. So for example, we might be receiving a lot of energy and information. We might have these amazing, you know, awarenesses and gifts and so on. And we might feel not worthy or not good enough, and we just let a little bit out, or maybe not safe. We only let a little bit out. And so when we allow ourselves to actually allow more to flow through us, then guess what? Our receiving actually opens up in terms of, say, finances or energy, that sort of thing. So it can be interesting to look at it from that point of view as well. And they both support the other. You know, if one shifts, the other can shift. If we allow ourselves to receive more energy, more love, more money, that sort of thing, then we become more available to give more. And if we allow ourselves to give all that we're receiving in terms of what's coming through us, then we can also make a bigger difference, and that opens us up to receiving more. So just see if that resonates as well. Without any judgment of yourself. Be really kind to yourself, but just notice. Okay. All right. How's anybody feeling with this? Can you feel like there's something shifting? It feels really, really important to allow ourselves to receive more. Really important to receive more. You know, if more people who are doing conscious good in the world or allow themselves to receive more, you know, imagine how much of a bigger difference that we can make. You know, there's a lot of unconsciousness and all sorts of things that are not so great going on in the world. And if the people who are really wanting to make a difference, really wanting to restore, you know, a better life for all on earth, the more, you know, that we can receive, the bigger difference we're able to make. So just feel into that. In fact, it feels quite emotional. Yeah. Yeah. It's a huge thing. It's such a huge thing, because we're probably the people who are holding ourselves back, or going, I'm not okay, or I'm not enough, or it's not okay to receive, or look what all these people are doing with their money. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be one of these people who are doing bad. But, you know, in terms of money, money makes us more of who we are. So if we're already, you know, generous, giving people, it'll help us to become more of that. You know, if we're already, you know, not so great in how we're behaving, then the money will make us more of that. But, you know, if you know that you're somebody who's making a difference and wanting to make a bigger difference, then having more money will enable you to do more of that. Having more energy will. Having more love will. So yeah, see how you're doing, and just check in again with your giving and receiving balance, and just see where are you at the moment. If you feel into your receiving, so this is kind of the first version of the receiving mainly. Feel into your receiving. No, sorry, feel into your giving. How much you're giving. Feel into your receiving, and just notice, are they becoming a little bit closer? And of course, you know, when an energetic shift like this happens, physical things, like things at a practical level, start shifting as well. You start making different choices, different judgments. So just allow that different things might show up. And if they're showing up, it's because there's something there for you. And to be open to whatever that might be. So Patrick, 50-50. Okay, nice. So if you want to feel into that, and notice how it's different, how you feel different in yourself. Notice what you're available for maybe, and not available for. Okay. I just mentioned I have an abundance activation. And abundance can be of every kind of abundance. I have an abundance activation on my in my freebie library, if anybody would like that. There's a whole series of things that are available there, and if you scroll down through, I think it might be the first or second one, the abundance activation and my freebie library. So that's JanineSwap.com/free-gifts if you want to go a little bit further with this. So, okay. All right, how's everybody doing? Is that feeling complete for everyone? I will be here next Thursday, and then of course it'll be Christmas, so we'll leave it then until after Christmas. But if you'd like to join me for whatever it is that's coming in then, you're very welcome to. Same time, same day. And thank you so much for joining me with this. Enjoy whatever it is that starts to open up and unfold as you allow yourself to receive more. Let me know how you get on. And yeah, have a good day, and we'll talk soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.